Here is Bsgm. Done this video a few times now, really breaking it down and looking at this. This is a great move. Now this is coming off of back in June 2024. Went down to 2 and went to, we're talking about 50 cents, we'll say. It got halted for a while. It might have been a T12 halt. I don't know what happened, but you can see here it flatlined June all the way, and then it came back into play. You're talking, what is this candle here? It is 10/23/2024. So it's back in. It starts to move up to 2 November. We come down. Doesn't really do much. You're talking 1 to 2 line. You can see right here, and then it goes all the way down April. Some volume spikes here, but nothing much. Now it did hit a low on the recent stochastics, 325.25. You're talking 873. It starts to climb. Look at all these moves. So when you see that moving up, it's a great sign. Now, what you're looking for in this chart, you gotta break it down. You're gonna draw your line all the way down and look at the candles. Basically, you have a few volume spikes, but this candle broke out right here, right before the one roll. You're talking went as high as 90 cents. Now, if anyone is not familiar in penny stock land, the $1 roll, it's key. Every player knows that. You start to roll over one penny stocks. This can get a 1, 2, 5, whatever it goes to. That's what you're looking for. So this starts to move. You go to 1, all green candles, very small, tight candles too. Nothing crazy like you're going to see up here. Really get volatility. So you start to move up 1, you're rolling to 2, you keep going. You have a move here. Now this is an either-or scenario. Penny stocks, anything can happen. This could have just dropped and like a rock goes below 2, but it doesn't. It pretty much just holds, and the next day we're going to 3. You go all the way up close to, what was the high here? 684. And then we start to get volatility. Now, if you bought around 1, even a little bit higher, you're gold. You're absolutely crushing it. So you definitely want to take profit up here when these big candles start to come in. So you come down, you have the low here at 411. Now, you definitely want to get out here, take profit. You take profit on the way, however you trade. But then see what happens here. Does it keep going down? Maybe it's just short. But the next day, look, we hold. These wicks go right up, and you have 5. You go into 7. But now it gets volatile here as you have the move come down again. But you're still okay because look at this. Draw your line right here, even a tighter line like that. Look at the lows on the line. It never gets lower. It keeps going higher. 6, and the move on Friday was the big move. You go up to 880. On this move. So you're talking buy arrow, $1 roll, goes all the way up. Big volatility when you start getting higher and higher. Now, it could have been anywhere. It could have been 3 volatility. It's just where the players, chat rooms, whoever's trading this, and eventually get into this right here. Now, could Monday this drop a big red candle? It's always possible. It's not going to go straight up forever. And you see stochastics rising. In overbought zone, you're talking 80 to 90, even 90 to 100, extreme overbought. So what you're going to learn here is to buy the $1 roll. If you see to start to climb up and you break down a big trend line down, and you break out of that. Weekly chart stochastics goes to 456 extreme overbought levels. Let's take a look at that on the weekly. All right, so you have your line here, and look where you come from. High, it goes lower, the high is getting lower, and we go all the way down to 456. And then look at this. You have a crossover, and then you have white over red. Now this is straight. This is absolutely straight up. It's just like climbing up a mountain. You have no waver. See, this waves a little bit, the red and white line. So that's how strong the move is. And then you finally start to pull back a little bit, but it's still in 80 to 90 zone. But would I want to buy up here? Absolutely not. But it could keep going. That's the point. But you always want to buy low on these, or even as it's going up, have your stop very tight. But that's the weekly zone here, from low to high, and that's how you play these. And even looking back, you can see here, it came out of that halt and started to go up again. So you're looking for specific moves. The weekly chart, if you're going to swing this. And let's take a look at the daily chart again. All right, so $1 roll, strength increasing, and moves to 880 on a massive long. So there it is. And look at the volume too. Let's see these volume bars. What do you got here? 3 million. You see the white is very dominant over red. Red are bearish candles when it's going down. So we'll see what happens on this play on Monday. Like, when's it going to come? We're going to get a big candle and this crashes. That is definitely possible. So a classic move, buy the $1 roll. Now, where do you keep your stop? It depends how you play it. One, you can keep it tight, 90 cents, 70, quarter. It really depends how you play it exactly. When it moves up like this, you have a red candle. If you're playing all this and you get out here, it's fine. And then you can always get back in again for another break. Then up here it gets a little more tricky. Experienced traders, will get involved in that. And if you're a novice, you want to stay away from that. It's too complicated until you learn like the patterns and everything. So it's just a tremendous long. And you want to get in these, of course, as low as possible. So you're watching for the break of one. You're watching for volume. Any news too, of course. I didn't even check the news. There probably could have been news that made this go up, or maybe it's just penny stock traders in chat room. Look at the weekly chart. This dipped down extreme low. That 4.56 on my chart is extremely overbought, and that's extreme hot zone for buying. If you're going to buy long from there, that is, can't get lower. You get a 1, maybe 0, who knows. $1 roll strength increasing and moves to 880 in massive long. So that is it. This is one to always remind yourself. You can look at this chart and see how it plays out for a longer term swing. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Heyman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Any comments if you play this or play penny stocks, your thoughts. Mike J Trades on X, Mike Heyman Trades on Instagram. What else am I on? Threads, TikTok, Rumble, you name it. I'm on Lemon 8. On everything you can find under my TikTok. Peace.